Okay, and the bitrate is still pretty bad, but seems to be able to be seen now. Freaking hopefully. Hello again. Is it better for everybody? Okay, good. Yeah, everything seems to be at least a little bit better. My bitrate is back to normal. Okay. Alright, perfect. We can actually continue this now. As we get help for Walter. Lizard.
Where are you? I can't see. I need help. Please.
What the hell?
I'm blind. I can't see. Help me.
Don't make fun of my friend. I'm gonna beat you. Oh, my dog's upset
You
again.
abandoned your friend to die. He's calling for you, while the children spread out his heart to the sky.
I can't take this right now.
This world is ours. We will smother every light, every last breath, from every last
Is that you?
mouth.
What's happening? I can't take this right now.
Don't leave us. Don't leave us here forever and ever and ever. You try to run away, but you are made of sand. You are falling apart between our fingers.
One day, the people of Albion are going to need you. I have to find out just how ready you are. Fight!
Ow.
He would have done anything for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you. Your strength is ebbing. We can feel it.
My brigade had been pinned down by the enemy, until there was just me and 2 other men left. We retreated into a cave, but they never came after us. They just blew the entrance, sealed us in. We spent 3 days in that cave. No light, no food. Just 3 men waiting to die in the dark.
The light in your eyes offends us. Let it go out!
That's weird. The effect.
Are you blind? Are you blind yet?
The effect was actually on my character.
There's nothing left. You're gone. All gone.
She's still alive. The other can't be far away.
Taking a nap in the sun? Typical royalty. You had me worried there for a while.
Walter?
Don't worry, we'll find it. You just sit tight, Princess.
Just some of that secret training no one ever told anyone about.
Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. She is strong. We need to tend to the older one at once.
Hang in there, Walter.
Hey, boy.
You are awake. Good.
Hello.
My name is Kaelin, and you are in the city of Aurora. I have much to tell you.
Walter? How is he?
He is fortunate to be alive, but we have seen his condition before. We may be able to help him.
Is there another of my friends here? I thought I saw in the desert.
A devilishly handsome soldier by the name of Ben Finn? Not dead yet, my friend.
Please, come with me.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through. It's so good to see you. When I was fished out of the local port and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realized I was being an arse, and I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune. Now it is time you saw our city.
Okay. Ooh. Very dreary place.
Welcome to Aurora, the city of nightmares.
The crawler did this. The being you fought in the desert caves. It appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side, Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
Okay.
I will try to honor you always, Father. I will do as you taught me. I will carry myself with the strength you gave me, and I will try to lead our people as you led them. You stood against the darkness and were an example to us all. Your courage lives on in the hearts of every Auroran. I hope I will not disappoint you. Your ever-loving daughter, Kaelin.
Damn.
I wish to leave a record of my survival in testament to those who did not. Last night, the crawler descended upon Aurora again. We believed ourselves to be ready. We believed we would be safe when it returned. But no one is truly safe anymore. I watched through a window as my neighbors were torn out of their homes by those creatures. That they operate in darkness is a blessing, for I could not see what was done to them. Only hear their screams and the crawler's laughter. And then they came to my house. The walls trembled, the floor shook. I was certain this was to be my last day. And surely it would have been, had dawn not begun to break. We are not ready for its return. We will never be ready. We will never be safe.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on.
What? What? Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Please. My wife and my daughter. You were taken from me by that which dwells in darkness. And darkness is all that is left in my life. I am thankful only that you knew little of the horror that has taken over our city since then. Reyna and Bale, you are in my thoughts always. I will be with you again soon.
Alright, let's go back to Kalen. Check on Walter.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the crawler. We never saw him again. King Logan did not cause this, but he did nothing to stop it. Now I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution. There are not many warriors left among us, but we have ships, and we are willing to fight beside you. Not because your brother wronged us, nor because we thirst for revenge, but because we want protection. We require aid if we are to survive. That is the promise you must make. Help us to rebuild Aurora and allow it to become a true part of your kingdom. Not a colony, not a thing to be used, but a place with a voice in your court. Will you make this promise?
Of course.
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
I thought you'd never ask. And this is the blind seer they were talking about.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
Alright, let's do it. I'm ready to go. What do we got here? The blade spell. Alright. Now I can finish out the channel. Ugh.
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Ben, let her do her job.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Oh, balls to you all. You're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya.
Yes. Shame my first sight had to be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could. And don't think I don't know it. I told you you'd make me proud. Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for. And I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the Queen Albion needs. So come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle.
Alright.
You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
You are 100 years older, aren't you?
All right, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
Paige, you like to blow things up, don't
We will
you?
live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future Queen to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take the east.
Which leaves the center to us. Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Battle for Albion begin.
Yeah, my character didn't get the memo of the whole fist thing, so she was just like, boom, hand right on top. Because I'm the most important person here, apparently. Alright, let's go. Get out of the way. All of you out of the way.
Let's go.
Get over here.
We have to take the castle now.
I'm working on it.
He's not getting back up. See, I can still aim. How about you blow up this one?
Man. There we go. Alright. Let's keep making our way up. Where's the mortar coming from? Get off me. I feel that.
That you've been wanting to do that for a long time. Wow, they're not easy. If we can't get past those gates, this battle is already over. The mortar's down! We're in troops. You can't hit us that easily.
Get out of here.
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Okay, then do your stuff.
Into the city! In a close combat. This is more like it. Recognize your order, you hot botherers! Let's make you stop asking. Now let's go! Too slow.
Yeah, it was having a stroke on everybody. I had to restart my whole entire stream for it to work. There you go. There you go. Alright, now where's that gnome? Let's take care of him first. Where's that gnome? Alright, fuck it for now. There we go. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's take the castle. Whoa, careful now. Watch where you're shooting that shit.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had?
Welcome, gentlemen.
Sabine! You
Glad to see you're
almost
enjoying
blew up.
yourself.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we?
Alright, let's go.
Oh, look at the doggy. Looks delicious.
You better not fucking eat my dog, you stupid gnome. Where the hell are you?
I can't decide whether I like your looks or your personality better. It's like...
There you are. Get out of here, piece of shit.
Think that first. I've had worse than you, sunshine.
That'd be cool. And snap.
That'll teach him to work for the wrong side. That was a satisfying shot.
What are you barking at? There's a dig spot? Yeah, fuck it. We're out of battle to win. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Just like I've literally been doing with the entire rest of this streaming situation. Yes, destroy me quickly. Come on. Yeah, exactly. No, we have to freaking kill everybody.
I'm going to slice you open like a melon.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Alright, let's go around the door then.
Look, it's caged. That girl knows how to handle herself. Come on, we're not far from the castle now. We'll meet up with her there.
Yeah, she knows how to handle herself, but the people around her don't.
Look at that! It's almost like they're expecting us. Say what you want about Logan's army, they really know how to do it.
Why, you don't see that every day. There's no way we can get past that.
Oh, please, we're in a street. Haven't you noticed all the houses and doors? Look, you just look weird. Breaking and entering, followed by some flanking.
Okay, that'll work. Alright. Going through the building?
Oh, Paige, where are you?
Right there, apparently. Hi, Paige. How's it going? Boom.
Men are taking care of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
We'll get through them in no time. Damn it, soldier, ignore your injuries.
Alright, that should do it.
Elite soldiers, my ass. Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
I think I know someone who can help.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things
Funny you should mention that.
up. Did you see that boulder that the whole city bowed to up under? Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place? Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off. Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
He always wants mayhem. It's awesome. Mayhem is definitely what he's gonna get, though.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
Okay.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
You tell her,
Did it ever
or
occur
you
to you
tell
that I
him.
may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
Oh yeah, just what's up, fuckers? That would have been awesome. There she is. Very queenly, don't you think? I know, it really would.
All hail the Queen of Albion!
My character looks very unamused.
There she is. The Queen of Albion.
That's me?
Made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the
No, there's
you'll
still
need
more.
a new personal aide. Someone who could keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty,
Very funny.
is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
Judge Logan, set tax policy, talk to Reaver and Bowerstone Industrial, consider proposal to rebuild Bowerstone Old Quarter.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Got it.
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others.
Thank you, Jarvis. We're gonna change the color. Which one's the trim? That's not the one that I wanted. And it needs to be a lighter. Oh, no, not that light. That looks good. There we go. Alright. Let's get out of here. I must judge my brother.
all stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
Yeah, I would too.
Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer.
Oh,
Teresa,
not you too.
Our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
This is true. If it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
I needed soldiers.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision.
I know people aren't
Logan's
gonna like it.
Will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
Yes, he's definitely going to the front line. He'll be the first line of defense.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done.
Of course
now
it
you
isn't.
are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection. and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Onward. $240, $100. Let's grab our Master Sword. There we go. Now we have a whole year.
Your Majesty,
Walter.
I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start. But you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty.
All right.
Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment.
My dog's pushing you to the wall,
Albion's royal
isn't he?
treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth.
Yeah, that's my thought as well.
Yes. Well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further. True, many will suffer in the short term, but we will be able to protect the kingdom and run our fingertips over vast amounts of gold in this very room. What will it be, Your Majesty?
We lower it.
Very well, Your Majesty. Well, how very noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of.
Are you
However
questioning my
decide to proceed,
methods?
You should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda.
Talk to Reaver and Bowerstone Industrial.
Reaver has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reaver can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized. So expect a crowd.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
You know what I like most about people? They die.
Where is that thing?
It's a great day to be alive. And a better day to kill.
There it is. I'll deal with him later. Because I can't get there right now because of the crowds.
Hero, looking for excitement? How about you come sit on my big pointy hat?
Greetings, everybody. Thank you for coming out.
I shot you once.
I'm a shooter man
I'll
in
do
the
it
head.
again.
Yep. We get to deal with this dude.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence.
What?
I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry.
Oh,
And
dude.
now, here
I can feel the
am
slime
to
coming
assist
off
you
of you.
in filling your coffers
So
till
just
they
shut
are
up and make your
fit to
proposal.
burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen to her. Reaver Industries will abide by your decision.
Let's put the children to work. Just kidding. Open a school.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
You better. Otherwise, we will make a very good use of our guillotine.
Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
This is Mr. Bear. He's gonna help me with the lesson today. Perfect.
We're keeping afloat here. Business could be better, but it could be worse. I'm afraid your property was irreparably damaged during the battle.
I see. That's unfortunate. We'll get it figured out. I just need a little bit more, and then I can reach that key, and then I can throw it all in. Alright. Go to the throne room. Okay, let's go.
To the sanctuary.
Let's rebuild the old quarter so I can use it to make me some more money, shall we? Funny thing is, everyone's like, oh, well, you're gonna lose money doing these certain things, and I'm like, yes, but I can buy the property and make more money. Pardon me, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
How good to see you, madam.
Thank you.
Greetings, Mom.
Pardon me.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reva shall stand against her.
As he does.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home are better off without it. Besides, one must question what they have to offer our society. Why build homes for the inept and the unskilled? I recommend you reject Paige's proposal and keep the money for more deserving endeavors.
It was our actions that caused the devastation, Your Majesty. But the final decision rests with you.
We're rebuilding it, because then I can buy it and make money.
The old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of
Dude makes this all sound like his idea.
Old Quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new Old Quarter.
Yeah, this dude literally makes everything sound like his idea. What's up?
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is, After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from sudden annihilation?
But guess what? More soldiers and better trained soldiers means that we'll have more soldiers to fight the people that are coming to kill us. So let's raise that shit.
The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway,
not as far as I know.
This will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
Decide the castle's decoration, rule on the status of Aurora, and embark on a journey of adventure and exploration. We'll do the last two decisions and then we'll
tremendously enjoyable one.
finish up the stream after that.
And I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
Okay. Onward.
My queen?
Nothing to report, Your Majesty. Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion.
To see you, Your Grace. Your wonderfulness.
Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen.
I love this guy.
Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire
Yeah, I don't
kingdom.
know. I was kind of wondering the same thing. We're gonna be good, because we are good people.
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Okay, dungeon? Can we throw this lady in a dungeon? She seems like she's, like, kind of crazy.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora.
Yes. Insane. Very much insane.
Kaelin will speak for her people. Reva will dispute her cause.
As always.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora, and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be happier to count Aurora as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran Desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You are talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a fair transaction.
I know you will not break your oath. You understand what we have been through.
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
I'll put it this way. Why not do both? Why not rebuild it, make it a part, then also open up the mine and have people work for money, as it would normally be.
Enough. It is peace we need, not forced servitude.
I understand. It's okay. I'm keeping my promise. Don't worry.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Cool.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Reaver Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
This dude knows how to talk. I'll give him that much.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure.
I can handle it.
The glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
Okay, well, that's gonna have to wait for next stream. But, this can go away. And I'm gonna switch into my adventuring outfit as I press all the wrong buttons. I actually like this one better, for the most part. Alright. But yeah, thank you for watching my stream. I greatly appreciate it. We became the Queen Albion needs, and now we just need to build up the money to be able to do the thing we need to do. But unfortunately, I am out of time. So, I need to make sure that I have enough time to get ready for work today. So yeah, thank you for watching my stream. Sorry for the hiccups of the technical difficulties. And have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the future for more.